Hello and welcome to this demo on configuring email retention policies in Exchange Online using PowerShell. And in this session, we will walk through practical steps to create and assign retention tags and policies to ensure your organization's data compliance strategy is in place. So let's get started. So first, you need to connect to the Exchange Online environment using the connect.exchange.online. But here you can see that we have already prepared the environment to just save the time and just start doing the specific stuff that we have highlighted. So, but definitely you will need the appropriate administrative credentials, and this connection allows you to manage retention policies and compliance settings remotely. Then after that, we will go for creation a retention tag. So to create a retention tag, we will create this, and this tag will automatically delete all the emails after 3 years, 1095 days. So dash retention action space delete and allow recovery allows user a short recovery window after deletion and complying with data lifecycle recycle requirements. So let's run the command and start this process. So here's the following command that we are going to run. And here you can see that start with the new-retention policy tag, because first we will define the tag and then we will assign this tag within the policy to the user. And here it says what the name, this is the name, delete after 3 years, then type all retention enable and $true -8 limit for retention, which is 1095. And what is the retention action? Delete and allow recovery. So once you assemble this whole command, then press enter, and then you will see the tag has been created. Then we will create a retention policy because we have already created and configured the retention tag. And this policy command is simple like the previous one, which is what new retention policy dash name 3 years cleanup policy. So this is going to be the policy name, because in the start of the syntax you can see we have mentioned the new retention policy dash name 3 years cleanup policy dash retention policy tag links. And here you can see that we are calling the previous tag that we just deployed by using the cmdlet. So we are calling that tag while creating the policy. Then press enter, and in a while it will show you the output that tells that the policy has been created and retention policy tag links, which is this, and this is the Get. And once you have the Get, which means that this object has been created. Now to verify this newly created tags and retention policy, we are going to run another command. First one is to verify the retention policy tag, which is what Get-RetentionPolicyTag. Then press enter, and once you press enter you will see the output, and the last you can see you have the tag that is delete after 3 years. And the same way we are going to use another commandlet, that is what Get-RetentionPolicy, and it will show you the currently created policy. And these are some default ones and ones that we have created on the portal environment. And this is the one that we have created in the PowerShell environment, which is 3 years cleanup policy. So after you verify that, then we will move to the next step, which is what assign a policy to user. And here's what that assign the retention policy to your user. You need to run the simple command that start with Set-Mailbox, and this ensures that this 3-year deletion rule is now in force on their mailboxes. So let's run this command, and again in the same command you can see that we have started with the set-mailbox identity, then the specific identity on which we are going to apply this policy, then dash retention policy with the calling of the retention policy, and this is the name of that policy, 3 years cleanup policy. So you can see that we are calling the policy while we are setting it up on a specific user. Then press enter, and you can see that it takes no time to implement this policy on that specific user. Now, to verify whether the policy has been implemented or applied on that specific user, we are going to run another command that starts with get-mailbox, and this is to confirm that the policy has been successfully applied. Then press enter, and the commandlet, you can see it's simple. Get-mailbox identity, this part is same as the above one. Then pipe FL retention policy, then press enter. And right now you can see it shows the retention policy, which is 3-year cleanup policy. So that confirms that the policy has been successfully applied over this user, because the retention policies are a powerful way to manage the life cycle of your data while meeting the compliance requirement. Now let's learn that how to remove this policy once you set up this policy over a specific user. So as you have seen that we have taken 3 steps. First, we created the retention policy tag, then we created the retention policy, and then we did the implementation. So we will follow these 3 steps again, but it will be in the descending order. So first we will remove the policy on this specific user, then we will remove the policy and the tags. So let's first clean up the user section and remove the policy from the users, and after that we will going to verify whether the policy has been removed over the user or not. So we have the same command that we are going to run, and here you can see it verifies that this specific policy has been removed over this specific user. And now it's time to delete the policy and the tag. Well, the command is simple, which is remove retention policy identity 3-year cleanup policy. Let's press enter, and here it required confirmation. And there you go, the policy has been successfully removed. And same we are going to do with the retention tag, and we are calling the retention tag name. Then press enter. Again, it required confirmation. Then press A, yes to all. And after that, to verify about the retention policy and tag, let's run this command get-retentionPolicy. And here you can see that you're unable to find that specific retention policy that you have created earlier. And the same goes with the retention policy tag. And here you can see you're unable to find the newly created retention policy tag because you have removed it successfully.